What happens when a ghost town becomes the backdrop for a series of chilling murders? In the heart of desolation, secrets lie buried, waiting to be uncovered. Join us as we delve into the haunting mystery of the ghost town murders. In the early 1990s, a once thriving mining town in the West fell into decay, leaving behind echoes of its past. As the population dwindled, the ghost town became a shelter for drifters and the lost. But in this desolation lay a dark secret waiting to emerge. Rumors of strange happenings circulated among the few residents that remained. Whispers of ghostly apparitions and eerie sounds filled the air, creating an atmosphere thick with dread. But the chilling reality was just beginning to unfold. In 1993, local authorities were alerted to a gruesome discovery. The remains of a young woman were found in the ruins of an abandoned hotel. Who was she, and how had she ended up in such a desolate place? The victim was identified as Lisa Matthews, a traveler who had come to explore the deserted town. As detectives delved into her past, they uncovered unsettling truths that linked her to the shadows of the ghost town. As the investigation progressed, another chilling clue emerged: a series of unsettling letters found in the town's post office. Each letter contained ominous messages that hinted at a darker force at play in the ghost town. The letters spoke of a feud between local families, a long-standing rivalry that seemed to haunt the town. Could this ancient grudge have sparked the violence that led to Lisa's death? With each piece of the puzzle, detectives uncovered a tangled web of relationships and betrayals. As they examined the evidence, they began to suspect that Lisa may not have been the only victim of this spectral violence. Further digging revealed a hidden graveyard on the outskirts of town, where the forgotten victims of the feud lay buried. The townsfolk had long since abandoned their memories, but the land still held its dark secrets. As the mystery deepened, a surviving member of one of the feuding families came forward. She claimed to have witnessed a shadowy figure on the night of Lisa's murder. Was it a ghost or a living perpetrator? The investigation took a strange turn when local folklore about the ghost town resurfaced. Tales of curses and restless spirits began to surface, intertwining with the very fabric of the murders. What if these stories held a grain of truth? As the police examined the possibility of supernatural involvement, skepticism grew among the officers. Still, the community was torn between science and the supernatural, fueling the town's eerie reputation. Months passed without resolution. The town's lingering unease grew as people began reporting more sightings of ghostly apparitions. It seemed as if the town itself was alive with its haunted past. As the investigation went cold, the media caught wind of the bizarre case. Reports of the ghost town murders drew attention from across the country, reigniting interest in the unsolved mystery. Years later, the haunting story of Lisa Matthews and the ghost town murders remains unresolved. The town serves as a chilling reminder of how past grievances can echo through time, leaving scars on the land and its people. The ghost town remains a site of intrigue and terror, where the line between the living and the dead blurs. As we reflect on this eerie tale, we're left to wonder what truly happened in the shadows of this forgotten place. As we close the chapter on this bizarre crime scene, let's remember the victims whose stories remain unheard. What other mysteries lie hidden in the depths of history, waiting to be uncovered? As we delve deeper into the ghost town murders, investigators uncovered unsettling details that pointed towards a larger conspiracy. Eyewitnesses described seeing strange figures lurking in the shadows, shrouded in mystery. Could these spectral sightings be linked to the unsolved crimes? Local lore held that the town was cursed, a belief rooted in its violent history. Tales of betrayal and greed surrounded the townspeople, creating an atmosphere ripe for tragedy. Each legend added layers to the mystery, complicating the investigation. Among the victims was a local historian who had been researching the town's past. His notes revealed disturbing connections between the murders and an infamous crime syndicate that had operated in the area decades ago. Was he silenced to keep secrets buried? The historian's findings drew the attention of amateur sleuths, eager to uncover the truth. They pored over documents and interviewed remaining locals, piecing together fragments of the town's dark history. What they discovered would send shivers down their spines. One chilling lead pointed to a series of strange occurrences preceding the murders. Animals found mutilated, whispers echoing in the night, and odd symbols appearing on nearby trees. Was someone trying to send a message? As investigators pursued these leads, they uncovered a hidden underground network of residents who believed in a dark spiritual connection to the town. Their rituals, performed under the cover of night, hinted at something far more sinister at play. Tensions escalated as the line between believer and skeptic blurred within the community. Some residents felt that the murders were a direct result of invoking dark forces. Others dismissed it as superstitious nonsense, but fear began to take hold. Amidst the chaos, another body was discovered, leading to a wave of panic. The victim was connected to the underground network, raising suspicions about the very people who claimed to protect the town. Who could be trusted? With the investigation stalling, a local journalist decided to take matters into their own hands. They began documenting the community's response, capturing the fear and paranoia that gripped the town. What would their findings reveal? As the journalist delved deeper, they stumbled upon a chilling theory proposed by a town elder, a tale of revenge by spirits wronged in the past. This legend echoed through generations, intertwining with the current events. Was the town truly haunted? The journalist's revelations ignited a renewed interest in solving the case. Community members who once feared each other now banded together, forming search parties to uncover evidence. Could unity turn the tide? As search efforts intensified, new evidence began to emerge. Disturbing photographs from the last victim's phone revealed a trail leading back to the abandoned mines at the town's edge. What secrets lay buried there? Determined to explore the mines, a group of brave locals ventured into the darkness, armed with flashlights and courage. What awaited them inside the depths of the earth? Inside the mine, they found remnants of past lives, old tools, scraps of clothing, and unsettling markings on the walls. It became clear that these were not just echoes of history, but clues to the sinister events that transpired. As they ventured deeper, the atmosphere thickened with unease. Strange noises echoed through the tunnels, amplifying their fears. Was it the wind, or something far more sinister? Suddenly, one of the explorers stumbled upon a hidden chamber filled with dusty relics and unsettling artifacts. Among them was a symbol matching those seen etched in the town. Could this be the link they needed? The discovery sent shockwaves through the group. They realized that the town's past was intricately woven into the murders, and the symbols held the key to unlocking the mystery. But time was running out. Back in town, tensions erupted as suspicions mounted against various residents. Paranoia turned friends into foes, and accusations flew like wildfire. Could the true killer be hiding among them? In the midst of the chaos, the amateur sleuths worked tirelessly, connecting the dots between the artifacts and the recent murders. They uncovered a hidden history of betrayal that ran deep in the town's veins. As the sleuths pieced together the timeline of events, they discovered that each victim had connections to the town's dark past. It became evident that someone was determined to keep these secrets buried. The breakthrough came when they identified a link between the latest victim and a powerful family that once ruled the town. Secrets of greed, power struggles, and vengeance emerged, painting a clear picture of motives. Fueled by their findings, the sleuths confronted the powerful family, demanding answers about their involvement. The tension reached a boiling point, and the truth was about to spill over. As the family members stammered under pressure, a shocking revelation surfaced. The murders were part of an elaborate cover-up to hide a dark legacy. The truth was darker than anyone had imagined. In a race against time, the sleuths gathered all the evidence they had collected, preparing to expose the truth. But would the town be ready to face the horrors of its past? As the community gathered for a public meeting, the atmosphere crackled with anticipation and fear. Would they accept the disturbing reality of their history or remain in denial? With bated breath, the amateur sleuths presented their findings. The audience was shocked as they unveiled the web of connections between the murders and the powerful family, laying bare the town's dark past. Gasps and murmurs filled the room as the community grappled with the revelations. Some were in disbelief, while others experienced the painful sting of recognition. The town's facade began to crumble. As emotions ran high, the powerful family retaliated, threatening legal action and attempting to silence the truth. But the townspeople were united, no longer willing to live in fear. In a surprising twist, an anonymous tip led investigators to a buried cache of evidence near the mines. It included missing persons reports and items belonging to the victims, confirming the connection to the powerful family. The findings intensified the community's resolve to seek justice. Legal battles ensued, and the town was thrust into the national spotlight as reporters descended to cover the unfolding saga. As the trial began, more shocking details emerged. Witnesses came forward, revealing the lengths the powerful family had gone to maintain their grip on the town. The truth was unraveling. But would it be enough? The verdict loomed large over the community, a moment that would define their future. As they waited, the haunting legacy of the ghost town murders cast a long shadow over their lives. Finally, the day arrived. The judge delivered the verdict, and the silence in the room was deafening. The community held its breath, knowing this decision would echo through the ages. As the gavel fell, uncertainty spread through the crowd. The reaction was mixed. Some erupted in cheers, while others wept for the lost souls. The town would never be the same again. In the wake of the trial, the community began to heal. They honored the victims with memorials and sought to reclaim their town's history from the shadows of fear and betrayal. Yet, the haunting memories lingered. Stories of the ghost town murders would be passed down, a reminder of the darkness that once enveloped their home. Would the scars ever truly fade? As the town moved forward, some residents remained vigilant, wary of the past repeating. The legacy of the ghost town murders served as a warning to always seek the truth. In the end, the ghost town became a symbol, not just of tragedy, but resilience. The community learned that facing their fears was the only way to truly honor those lost. As we reflect on the ghost town murders, we are reminded of the strength found in facing our darkest moments. This story teaches us that the pursuit of truth can uncover not only the past, but also pave the way for a brighter future. What mysteries still linger in forgotten places?